Please subscribe, we are so close to 500 subs. Okay, let's dive into it. The NFL season is quickly approaching with only a couple of weeks left, and oh man, the hype is real. It's been too long, and at the same time, actually kind of quick. With the Chiefs and Lions being the opener for this season, I wanted to look at the best NFL kickoff games of the past, and really just the ones that were just fun to watch. Now, I'm not going to be ranking these in any order, just sharing, but feel free to comment down below what is your favorite kickoff game, either in this video or from your personal experience. Anyway, grab your helmets and your stickum, and let's get into the game. Peyton Manning and his Colts versus Tom Brady and his Patriots. This was the beginning of the Peyton Manning-Tom Brady rivalry that would last for 14 years, but in this game, Peyton Manning was him. In fact, this was the first time that an NFL team that won the Super Bowl hosted the game. Of course, it was the Patriots. Anyway, the game begins, and watching this game just reminds everyone why Tom Brady is the greatest. The first crucial play from the game came from Peyton Manning throwing the interception to Teddy Bruschi. The Colts, in my opinion, played slightly better than the Patriots, only slightly. At the half, the Colts were beating the Patriots 17-13, but come on, it's early 2000s Tom Brady. He wouldn't stay down for long. In the third quarter, he would launch it down the field to rest in peace David Patton for a touchdown. Game now 20-17. Pat's on top. The third quarter continues, and the Colts had some momentum that looked like it turned to a touchdown, but Adrian James fumbled and gave the ball to the Patriots, and because of this mistake, Tom Brady does what Tom Brady does, scoring a touchdown. Game now 27-17 in the fourth quarter. But it wouldn't stay like this for long. Early in the fourth, Peyton Manning scored a passing touchdown, throwing it to Brandon Stokely. Game now 27-24. Peyton also proving why he is one of the best. Just as it looks like Tom Brady will have another touchdown drive, he is picked off by Colts defender Nick Harper. Colts do nothing with this opportunity, punting the ball back to the Patriots, but the Patriots fumble, giving the ball back to the Colts. The Colts, having a new breath of life here, try to win the game at the goal line. Peyton Manning hands the ball to Adrian James, who once again fumbles the ball, and this time costing the game for the Colts. And what's cool is veteran but rookie at the time Vince Wilfork recovered that fumble. The Colts had one final chance to win the game, a 48-yard field goal that was missed. Final, Patriots 27 and Colts 24. I know how that feels. Great game with some mistakes that if the Colts didn't make, they could have won this. I mentioned this game because both QBs are legends. They both had amazing careers, and Peyton Manning was inducted to the Hall of Fame in 2021, and Tom Brady will be eligible for consideration in 2028. And he'll of course make the Hall of Fame. I mean, come on, it's Tom Brady. He is literally the Hall of Fame. This game was also foreshadowing the two teams meeting again in the AFC divisional playoff game, with the Patriots being more dominant in that game. So, let me know down below, was this a great way to start off the 2004 season? Sticking to Peyton Manning, another notable NFL opener game that was also really good was in 2013, the Broncos against Ravens. This game was historical because Peyton Manning threw for 7 touchdowns and over 450 yards. Absolutely insane numbers. Imagine his fantasy points. That touchdown record is tied for the most TDs in a single game by a QB. Other names on that list include Drew Brees, of course, and Nick Foles. Good for them. The Broncos controlled that whole game. Yes, Ravens scored only 2 touchdowns and a field goal, but by the beginning of the fourth quarter, the score was Broncos 35 and Ravens 17. So the defending champs were not looking like the champs. I could sit here and go over every single touchdown that Peyton Manning threw, but that would take way too long. The final score for this game was Broncos 49, Ravens 27. Like I said, a very historical game for Peyton Manning. This would be the season that the Broncos would take a trip to the Super Bowl against Seattle, and it'd be absolutely blown out by Russell Wilson. So, I guess they kind of got a taste of their own medicine. Let me know down below, what do you guys think? Okay, let's look at another opener. Next, we have Titans versus Steelers, Week 1, 2009. Unlike the other games in this video, this game was really low scoring, being tied 7-7 throughout the whole thing. But the biggest iconic play of this game was a one-handed interception by Troy Polamalu, and if it had not been made, maybe the Titans would have had an early lead and ended up winning this thing. Unfortunately, he left the game with a knee injury. It was tied until the fourth quarter. The Titans kicked a field goal, making it 10-7. Then the Steelers would kick another field goal, making it 10-10. Steelers had an opportunity to end this and win the game, but when Ben Roethlisberger passed the ball to Hines Ward, it was an exciting moment for Steelers fans, but Hines Ward would fumble the ball, something really rare for the legendary receiver, who, by the way, I was shocked to see is not in the Hall of Fame. Hopefully soon, though. Game stays tied and goes into overtime. Steelers get ball first. Big Ben, not wasting any time, leads his team more than halfway across the field and sets up a 33-yard successful field goal, giving Pittsburgh the win. This team was the classic mid-2000s Steelers team, having Hines Ward, Big Ben, and Santonio Holmes, the original Big Three. Then after, it was Big Ben, Antonio Brown, and Le'Veon Bell, so this was really cool to see. And now the Steelers have, why mention this game? Well, I'm a fan of low-scoring games. When I was younger, I also thought they were a little boring, but when you think about it, it's two good teams having low scores just proves how good they are. One is struggling to beat the other and vice versa. And at any moment, one play or one bogus call can quickly change the outcome and momentum, so I like them. Moving on to our next best kickoff game, it's the Saints vs. Packers, NFL opener 2011. This game was an absolute shootout. This game has the record for the most combined points in an NFL season kickoff game. Both teams combined the total of 76 points. Crazy. I'm a Bears fan, so the fact that I'm talking about Green Bay is like slowly dying inside, but I have to give credit to where credit is due, and in this game, Aaron Rodgers was playing really well, and so was Drew Brees. Another element that added to this game was that these two teams won the Super Bowl in the previous 2 years, so you know they were ready to play, and it really showed. Game starts, and immediately in the first quarter, Packers waste no time and are up 14-0. This lead wouldn't last long because Drew Brees would make such a great pass to receiver Robert Meacham to cut the lead in half, now 14-7. But remember, Aaron Rodgers was MVP for a reason. Packers got the ball back, and within a couple of plays, Aaron Rodgers makes a good pass to a nice route, Randall Cobb, who takes it in for a touchdown. Game now 21-7. And all this is just from the first quarter, and immediately these two teams are here to play. Halfway into the second quarter, and the Saints have an opportunity to get another touchdown at the Packers' 12-yard line. They could not get it in. The Packers defense held them to a field goal. Game now 21-10. Saints end up getting the ball back, and Darren Sproles, one of the fastest running backs I've ever seen, returns the ball for a touchdown, and nobody came even close to catching him. Game now 21-17. Getting close to halftime with only 2 minutes left, Aaron Rodgers hands the ball off to James Stark, who dolphin dives into the end zone. Now 28-17, heading into the third quarter. Third quarter starts and Saints get a field goal, but Randall Cobb saw Darren Sproles' impressive punt return and said, "Pathetic." Randall Cobb, despite all odds, returns the kickoff for 108 yards. Touchdown. Game now 35-20. Saints are trailing a bit. Not. Darren Sproles says, "What? You don't think I can do it again?" Then he returns the ball halfway across the field on the 50, but because of this great field position, the Saints in just 2 plays score a touchdown. 35-27. Not much, but hey, it's okay. Now in the fourth quarter, and the Packers with a long drive finally score a touchdown. Game now 42-27. Packers have a sizable lead. The Saints could have been in this game a little more had it not been for the multiple sacks on Drew Brees. Drew Brees, having enough of this, goes down the field finding his veteran tight end Jimmy Graham and punches it in for another 7. Game now 42-34. Saints now with a lot of motivation. Drew goes down the field until reaching the Packers' 10-yard line. The most nail-biting moment in this game, only 3 seconds left. In the fourth quarter, Drew Brees had an opportunity to score a touchdown, go for 2 and win, but when it seemed like he threw an incomplete pass and was doomed, the Saints were given one last chance because of a defensive pass interference, extending the game by one last play. Now on the 1-yard line, Drew Brees hands the ball off to then rookie Mark Ingram, who sadly could not finish the mission, and gets immediately brought down. Packers win this legendary game, 42-34. Yeah, whatever. Let's take a look at a kickoff game of the modern era. Next we have Cowboys versus Tampa, which opened the 2021 NFL season. This game is memorable because of its controversial ending. Now obviously the Bucs won the Super Bowl the year before, but the rumors of Tom Brady retiring that season were speculated, so this built even more anticipation for this game. Anyway, game starts, of course Tom Brady scores first. Cowboys answer right back. Dak makes a pass to CeeDee Lamb, game tied 7-7. Second quarter rolls around and Tom Brady scores, passing to Gronk, just like old times. Nearing the half, the Buccaneers fumble, giving the ball back to Dak, who wastes no time throwing a touchdown to Amari Cooper. But once again, the kicker misses and the score is now 14-13. Are the turnovers over for Tom Brady? Surprisingly, no. He throws an interception that gives Dallas another chance to score a touchdown, but instead they settle for another field goal. Game now 16-14, Dallas on top. Tom Brady says that's enough and just launches the ball to Antonio Brown before he was posting some weird things. Anyway, this would be the last score of the first half. Buccaneers on top. Third quarter comes and Dallas does what they know what to do. They kick another field goal. I feel like if they better handled their offense, then they could have won this game, but they just couldn't. Game now 21-19. Dak takes a page out of Tom's book and throws an interception. Tom Brady, flattered by this imitation, takes the opportunity to score a touchdown to who? His boy Gronk, furthering the lead 28-19. Dak Prescott, filling the rest of his Tempur-Pedic bed, throws a beautiful ball to Amari Cooper for a touchdown, cutting the Bucs' lead 28-26. Like I mentioned earlier, Dallas did not take advantage of the mistakes that the Bucs made. Chris Godwin fumbles close to the goal line, and instead of Dallas scoring a touchdown, they kick another field goal, winning, for now, by 1 point with only 55 seconds left. Any other case, this would be over. But this is Tom Brady's special zone. For him, it's just another day. The controversial play from this game happened at the end when Tom Brady made a pass to Chris Godwin, who seemed like he got away with pushing off Dallas defender Jordan Lewis. Because of this, Tampa kicked the field goal to win this game, 31-29. Just wanted to add that the Lions and Chiefs game, I think that the score will be 35-21. Just throwing it out there. Who knows? Maybe I could be right. Anyway, those are some of the best NFL season kickoff games. What are some of your favorites? Were they on this list or maybe not? Let me know down below. Plus, thank you for the support on my channel. We are so close to 500 subs, so please consider checking out some of my other videos, liking and subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, and remember, always wear your helmets.